All right, everybody. So welcome back. Last session, you all made good on your escape from Muglin's bank, heading through back alleys towards a junkyard where you had been told you would be able to get an easier escape than through the streets of Alkenstar, contesting with the Shield Marshal and her minions. However, the junkyard proved to be not quite so safe. Maybe safer than facing off against Shield Marshals and their guns, but not very safe to say the least. Facing off with several creatures, including a band of goblins who were under the impression that you were there to assist them with something, and instead ran into you all instead of the people that they actually hired. You did manage to deal with part of the problem, leaving some of the gnolls that they were hoping you all would dispatch behind, but eliminating their leader. After going through all of this, you all overheard Shield Marshal Lovelace talking to you all, or talking to her subordinates about you all, I should say, and saying that plans were still in motion, and that things were still going on, although you all interfering was certainly causing some problems for them. But yeah, with that, you all have trekked through the sewers, which leads you right up and into the Barrel and Bullet Saloon, which is where we will pick back up right now. So, you all enter into the saloon. Nobody seems to be following you. It is evening time here at the Barrel and Bullet now. It all seems to be well.
This is after we've been kind of recollecting and resting for the rest of the day.
This is before all of that, but we would say that you would have had some time to collect yourself on the journey through the sewers into here, but this is before you've had a chance to fully recuperate.
Oh, okay. In that case, if I'm going to try and do a medicine check to recover hit points for Tasha then.
Okay. So, finding a booth, heading over there and starting to do some quick tending to of wounds and whatnot.
Oh, so we don't long rest it?
Not quite yet. You will before you have to do anything big, though.
Got it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Also, you killed Tasha.
Right? Dragging Tasha's body.
I technically didn't kill her, but... Oh, wait, no.
Oh, God. It's not letting me bring her back.
I think almost like...
Oh, no, I thought I critically failed for a
But you
second.
killed
No, it's
Slag,
not.
too.
No, I didn't.
No, I remember that I'm actually unconscious. We were all being dragged out.
Yeah, thankfully, it's not a crit fail. I just failed, so I can't restore 2d6 or 2d8 hit points.
Here, I can try it as well.
Just propped up outside the saloon.
Right.
Oh my god! He sucks!
Yeah, never mind.
Just got a hat covering our unconscious faces.
So, hanging out inside, doing your best to trying your best to recuperate your friends. Phoebe Dunsmith would approach and be like, "Well, I heard you pulled it off, all right. Why don't you all head on up and get some rest, and then we can talk about the job and how it went after you've recuperated." And she kind of pokes Slag a little bit.
Yeah, we're gonna need some help. You got some, healing pots for these two?
She nods and says, sure thing, and she will hand over a couple of healing elixirs.
Thank you. Here, give these here. You give this to Slag, I got Tasha.
Yes, got it.
What are these?
Healing potions, 2 of them.
Or healing elixirs.
Yeah. Mine are elixir life.
Oh, that works too. What's the difference between the two?
Potions are magical. Elixirs are alchemical.
Nice.
Yeah. And the elixir of life does a little less healing than the potion of healing.
Yeah. Fair. Hold on, I have it right here. Elixir life, the minor one does 1d6.
Holy shit, there's a lot of elixirs.
Yeah. I don't know why I immediately turned over to arsenic. I'm not trying to give you guys arsenic.
Oh my god.
Oh, that wasn't the healing elixir.
That was
Oh,
the
yeah,
other
no.
elixir.
Yeah.
How much the healing elixir?
The anti-healing elixir. The unhealth care.
Healing potion does 1d8. Elixir life does 1d6.
There you go.
So if it's 2 healing potions,
Perfect.
Nice.
then Slack if you want to roll yours. Oh no. Well, something. Well, y'all are alive at least.
Phoebe says, "Welcome
Sure.
back. Congratulations."
Yeah, congratulations on a heist technically pulled off.
Technically, indeed technically, it's been pulled off. You lived. I would call that successfully.
Oh, 100%, I agree.
Let's head on to the back, and we will get you all set up with your rewards once we crack that box you've got with you.
Just so you know, we were set up.
She nods, and she says, "You weren't set up. They were tipped off. Somebody that works for the bank went and ran and told the shield marshal, looking for a reward. Just a couple hours before you all went in there."
Oh no. Of course.
Who the hell
Who's-
knew we were gonna do a heist?
Yes,
Byron.
who's the leaky one?
All I know is that a
Leaky
bank
guy.
employee ran and said some group of ruffians threatened him for his bank key. Knocked him out and put him in an alley. That's why I couldn't wake up until the morning to tell him.
Hmm?
Byron made up that story. We didn't actually knock him out or anything.
He gave it to us willingly, but regardless, at least it's not someone internal.
Well, yeah.
This is good news.
She gestures towards the back room. Shall we?
Yeah, we'll follow her.
By the way, nobody saw you dragging us through the streets, did they?
She says, "Well, nobody saw us dragging," and then she lifts the hat of disguise off you through the streets.
It could have been anybody. You know that.
Yeah, well, this fancy hat of yours is the only reason I got so damn cut up in the first place, wearing out right at the wrong moment. Is that ugly ass no woman walking out the sewers?
She kind of looks at you. Did it wear off, or did it... She takes a sniff. Wear off.
Ha! I see what you did there.
I cut people.
She kind of takes a step back. Noted. And walks you all to the back. So, when you all get to the back room of the saloon, Phoebe gestures towards the table and says, "The lockbox."
I will pull it out of the bag of holding.
We are at the Barrel and Bullet Saloon in Smokeside. Okay, so she looks at it and says, "Wonderful, wonderful. Mugland will sure be missing this." And she pulls out what looks like a magnifying glass at first, but then she manipulates a little button on the side of it, and several little mechanisms kind of shoot out from the sides of it. Some lockpicks, a corkscrew, a bottle opener, and what looks to be a very extensive set of lockpicks. And she flips it around and goes to work on the box. She says, "Stand back now. This thing might go boom if I don't get it quite right." And then you all hear a big click. And she flips the top. Inside of the ornate box, there is 250 gold pieces worth of gold and silver coins. She says, "You know, since you all put yourselves at such great risk, I believe a little bit more than what our agreed upon share might be in order. Why don't you each take 30 and keep that bag of holding? The rest will go towards funding the rest of our project."
You want these hats with the skies back too?
She'll nod and say, those I need back.
Fair enough.
Says I'd be willing to part with them, though. For 10 gold each.
Alright, then give me just 20 then.
Done.
Nah,
I just toss it.
I don't buy faulty equipment.
Alright. So, each of you can add 30 gold to your inventory, 20 for those of you that are keeping your hat of disguise. Whoever is going to be holding it can add the type 1 bag of holding as well.
Tasha, I guess, had it last, but does somebody else want to hold it?
I mean, it's up to you.
Yeah, I'd rather not. And I don't want the head of disguise, so I'll take 30 gold.
Okay. Okay.
This is a type 1 bag of holding?
Type 1 bag of holding. Alright. So, after she's done divvying everything out, she closes the box, puts it underneath the table, and she kind of swirls the dregs of some whiskey that she has in her glass, downs the rest of the drink, and stands. She unholsters her shotgun in one fluid motion and sets the firearm down on the counter. Well now, she says in a low voice, I suddenly have a lot of dirt on each of you, don't I? Armed robbery, obstruction of justice, evading the law. Quite a rap sheet. Quite a rap sheet indeed. She leans against the bar and stretches.
Did you miss the wanted posters?
She nods and says, well, since I know so much about all of you, I should tell you something little about me. I'm not just a saloon owner, for starters. She removes her holster and sets it on the bar next to her shotgun. I, in fact, work for a very powerful person, someone you're no doubt familiar with. She puts one hand into her vest, palms something, and extends her closed hand out. It's a small signet ring that exhibits the distinctive symbol of the Grand Duchy of Alkenstar. She says, does Grand Duchess Triadorecia ring a bell? All of you would recognize that name as the highest-ranking official in the Alkenstar government. Dunsmith is having a hard time restraining a smirk, enthralled with her own theatrics. So what this all means, she sighs, drawing out the words as she says them. Since you work for me, you actually work for the Grand Duchess. It's good to have friends in high places. We can keep you all protected for the time being. Besides, now that we're all formally acquainted, it's time that the real fun can begin, and we can really begin to hit Mugland where it hurts. So, congratulations, agents of the Duchy. How does it feel to work for the law?
I must say, I would feel much better if there wasn't a little show beforehand, but that's par for the course, I guess.
She nods.
I
I do run a theater.
Go ahead. So which law are we talking about here? Because
The law. The Grand Duchy of Alkenstar. No
we robbed
higher
our own
authority.
banks.
We rob Muglin's banks. You see, while the Grand Duchy is the highest authority in the land, she's not exactly the most powerful person, at least anymore. The barons and the businessmen and the tycoons like Mugland, they're on the verge of taking over this city. We're doing what we can to stop them. Make sure that the people, the duly elected officials, and the people that the people want in charge remain there.
So
And
then
what
what's
about-
our next
Go
move?
ahead.
Eager, are you? Why don't y'all go ahead and get some rest? and we can tell you all about it in the morning. Or if you're in a hurry, we can tell you the next part of the plan now. Up to you.
I do believe we need some rest.
I've been a little more beat up than I'm accustomed to for one day.
Slag's unconscious.
Slag's unconscious. She kind of points to Slag. See to your friend. We'll talk about it in the morning.
So
Well-
I can... Go ahead.
Go ahead.
So I can understand and sympathize with why the Duchy would want to take out Mugland, who doesn't, but how do the shield marshals fit into this? You know, the law that just tried to kill us all.
One sect of the law. And unfortunately, Shield Marshal Lovelace has a lot of people scared. A lot of her co-workers aren't willing to stand up to her, which is why they won't stand directly up to Mugland, at least not until we show them that he's not as strong as everyone seems to think he is. Your job on the bank yesterday goes a long way in doing that, but we have a lot more work to do.
So
Sign me up.
does the Duchy not control the shield marshals right now?
Not fully. And we are having a hard time figuring out who we can trust in there and who we can't.
Well, I'm not much of a lawman, but I got no other choice, so I'm in, I guess.
I'm not sure how much of a role law really plays in it anymore.
Not much. Not much. It's about doing what's right, not just about what makes us money.
Alright, I need a bottle of something strong and a soft place to curl up in.
On the house, both of them. Room upstairs and a bottle behind the bar.
Well, I'm gonna go to bed. If I go too late, I'm gonna have nightmares about seeing Pharasma again, so,
Pharasma.
have a good night, y'all. I don't want to see Pharasma again.
Yes. But she said, I will also be retiring for the night.
All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, I said yep.
Yep, fantastic. All right, everybody, let's go ahead and conclude our long rests. You all can go ahead and officially do that now. I love that saloon track.
Oh, yeah. And as a heads up, I'm also going to be switching to negative healing, so that means I can take
Oh.
positive damage.
Negative healing? You mean like
Neg-
injury?
Basically, I can now injure myself, technically, with Chill Touch and heal instead of actually taking negative damage.
Interesting. We'll have to see how that works in practice, because that's a little... So what exactly does that mean, negative healing?
And then she can't be healed through, like, divine
so-
spells.
Okay.
Well,
So,
no,
or
I
positive spells.
No, I can technically harm would do it. It just means I can't be healed by heal. Instead, I get healed by negative damage instead of positive.
Interesting.
Yeah, only negative damage that heals undead. Did you pick an undead dedication or something?
No, the Oracle of Bones just lets me do that.
Oh, damn.
So it's
Yeah.
not reverse math. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So everything has traits in Pathfinder. So anything with the positive trait will now damage Safi, and anything with the negative trait will now heal Safi.
Yep.
Interesting.
Do we have grenades for that? 'Cause
Do we have grenades for that?
I could just toss you grenades.
Toss a necrotic grenade at her.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, I can make bottled
Oh, I
sunlight.
didn't add that to the my Curse of the Living Dead.
That is
but
pretty
yeah,
damn funny.
Yeah, no, basically I can now heal myself basically with a cantrip instead of using spell slots.
Does
Okay.
negative Safi look different?
A necrotic bomb. Bomb does 2d6
Necrotic-
negative damage and 2 negative splash damage. There's your healing grenade.
What level is it though?
Says item 1+. This might be homebrew. It's not on Nephis. There it is. There it is on Nephis. Item 1 plus. Yep. Eyes of Empty Death. Interesting source.
What a chance of giving you sickened one. Actually. Oh my god, I actually can look for this. I'm gonna look for the. I guess when we have time, I'll look for the recipe for this, or I'll just buy it.
Nice. Okay. So is everybody ready to progress to the next morning?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So y'all walk down these stairs, down from the upper rooms above the barrel and bullet, and you find Phoebe by herself down there, rubbing some plates down, washing some dishes, and just generally doing the barkeeper stuff. She sets it down and says, "Welcome back, y'all are looking hale and healthy. It's good to see it. It's good to see it." She begins pacing around the room as she talks. She's animated and enthusiastic, clearly firing on all cylinders, loads of coffee in her bloodstream this morning, and still reveling in the success of the Gold Tank Reserve heist. It's alright. For this next job, the Duchess has asked us to secure someone very precious, some very precious cargo, if you will. She slides a broadsheet across the table. It's a poster advertising Vashon Gattleby's Pyronite exhibition at Blyther College. The poster includes a wood print of a harried human man in his 50s, presumably Gattleby, and some hyperbolic copy promoting the once-in-a-lifetime explosive showcase. Phoebe says, "I'm sure you've all heard of Gattleby and his Pyronite by now, yeah? Talk of the town is that ever since he's leveled half of Blackbeard's largest auditorium, well, Gattleby's invention has gotten him some admirers recently. Everyone in Alkenstar wants a piece of the man, or at least a piece of his new invention. Thankfully for us, Gattleby's turned down everyone who's offered to hire him on or buy the Pyronite formula from him. He's been able to hold off his prospectors from the safety of his own home so far, but he can't hold down that tiny brick-and-mortar fortress forever. Fortunately, the Grand Duchess and I have managed to convince Gattleby he'd be better off right here, in the saloon's workshop, a couple stories below us, where no one will know his location. He's game, and now we just need to get him here. Get him from point A, his house, to point B, right here. That's where you come in. We need you to meet Gattleby at his home on the other side of the city and bring him back to the Barrel and Bullet. Once he's here, I can keep him safe. Simple enough job, right? Go get Gattleby and bring him back here. I am paying you 50 gold apiece to bring him back intact." Dunsmith kind of... Go ahead.
That doesn't sound easy. I mean, like, you're paying us 50 gold each, like... Sounds like a chore, really.
Ain't nothing simple about smuggling people.
Phoebe kind of scrunches up her nose and says, "Yeah, there is a complication, too. As part of our agreement, Gattleby has made his promise that he'd be able to make a stop along the way here, near Ironside Quarter in the opposite direction that we need him going. Some abandoned brewery. Says he won't come along willingly unless he gets to stop by there and say his farewells, as he puts it. Got me why, but that's the deal. Stop at a place called the East of All Brewery once you've got Gattleby. Besides, it might be a good place to lay low and catch your breath if you find yourself under some heat. Anyway, we don't have much time to get this done. Muglin and Lovelace are likely to make a grab for Gattleby soon enough. Muglin's been moving money and mountains around, paying off some shady folk trying to get his hands on Gattleby, trying to get his hands on the Pyronite. By my estimations, we have about 4 days to get to Gattleby before our cargo is compromised. Be ready for Muglin's mercenaries, Lovelace's street games, or anyone else under our rivals' thumbs." Dunsmith puts out a rolled-out map of Alkenstar from a nearby shelf across the table. "Scout out your route before you pick up Gattleby, just to make sure it's safe." She then removes her cameo brooch and sets it on top of the map. "Show this to Gattleby so he knows you're working for me. Any questions?
said it's a brooch that she
Yeah.
gave us?
A brooch.
No, it sounds simple enough. How difficult is this man?
I've met worse.
Can he fight?
He probably could. He could be bothered to do so.
As long as he understands that we are in charge for his own safety, we'll do as he asks, but we are in charge. He must follow our directions.
Well, the man can barely tell his asshole from an elbow unless he's in his laboratory, so I'm assuming he won't be too much of a problem.
Well, I mean, at least we can try our best.
And remind me again, regale me if you will. Where is this man right now?
It's near Blyther College. Over by the temple, Bry. So his house is right over in this area.
Oh, well, that's gonna be interesting. A bunch of them, zealots at Bry and then some scholars. That's gonna be a, bit of a pickle.
The hell are we gonna get him across the bridge?
See, I still have this handy-dandy hat of disguise.
Yeah, that'll be inconspicuous. 4 extremely wanted individuals guarding one diminutive individual. Look, it'll be obvious, is what I'm trying to say.
I mean, we can still
It's
try
okay.
our best.
Perhaps we can disguise him as a city guard,
Yeah,
pulling us along.
yeah, taking us back, over there. Back to where we are.
We have to assume. You said that they're already trying to make a move on him. Well, they're going to know that somebody else is trying to make a move on him. And they know us. Ambrose will at least know who we are and that we're the one who robbed him.
They don't know who you guys are. You were wearing your disguises the entire time.
Well, there was the bank manager who I stabbed a few times.
True,
I mean,
true.
look, as long as we have a plan, like, him being a city guard, taking us across the bridge to somewhere, we have a chance, is what I'm saying.
She would point out that Gattleby is quite literally famous. As she says that, a carriage rolls by with his face on the side of it, saying, the greatest inventor of Alkenstar.
Oh, crud.
And he's the only one who can make this power net stuff.
She nods. Others have been trying. Somebody blew down half a block over by the castle, not just yesterday. Trying to recreate it.
Look, all I'm saying is we gotta have him disguised somehow.
Are those well, this is me asking, but do I know if there are actual like small like boats that go from these ports to each other?
Oh yeah, boats all over the place. And then you've got boats move up and down the river all the time. And then at the big waterfall here, there is a large construct known as the Screw, which ferries boats from one end of the waterfall to t'other.
See, here's the problem. I don't know if we could get up to that, screw. Be able to get down to the river. Unless we can somehow get from port to port,
Well, this is the projected boom, boom, and then the yeast of all brewery is down here. And then
man.
somehow back to the bulletin barrel. So
This-
what
the
route you
river,
all take is entirely up to you.
This
Yep.
flows
4 days.
north to south, east to west, right? Northeast to southwest, I should say.
Good question.
I mean, my athletics is literally negative
It
1.
does appear to be flowing this way. So yeah,
Goes
north
that
to
way.
north to south. Yep. North to south, west to east. No, because this is
Yeah, I thought
this
the
is the
cliffs
cliffs.
were on
This is
the-
the cliffs. So it's
Yeah.
going this way.
Right. All right. To your knowledge, has anybody made a move yet? Is he hiding away?
He's at home. He's been refusing to leave up until this agreement has been struck.
wouldn't happen to be a religious man, would he?
She laughs. No.
Why do we think the head of disguise will not work?
Only a minute.
Well,
Oh, I see.
and it won't disguise all of us, so...
Yeah, that's the only problem, is that I think only one of us has the head of disguise.
Perhaps hooded cloaks. Simple, efficient.
And then
I mean,
I
like-
guess if we can get like a disguise kit or even like hooded cloaks, then we can have the head of disguise just for him.
Hmm.
Which I know head of disguise only lasts an hour, but
But we only need to use it if we're confronted.
And Phoebe
Yeah.
does say that she's willing to requisition whatever basic supplies you all need for this particular job. She can get you those cloaks.
The question we gotta solve is, how do we walk this individual through the streets without getting shot at every 4 seconds?
I told you I could put this head of disguise on him.
How long does it last? A minute, right?
1 hour.
An hour?
An
Yeah.
hour's fine.
If
If we see some
1 hour once per day.
If we see some guards from far away approaching us, we use it then, before they can actually see up close. The rest of us, well, we'll be hooded. Unless someone comes close to us.
Well, I mean, how strict is security on the bridge? Like, is it like the border strict, or is it like...
So the bridges are commerce hubs. People buy and sell stuff on them.
Okay,
Shops
so
are
there's a
set
bit-
up. It's, yeah.
So there's a chance that he might get spotted because there's just so much people there.
Right.
Okay.
I know it's asking a lot in Alkenstar, but I would like a way that we can move him without being seen by literally everybody. Because we're not just looking out for shield marshals.
Yeah.
Ambrose men could be wearing anything. A gun could come out from an apple stall and kill you before you get in and have a chance to react.
Yeah, but how many people are gonna be busting out of apple stores being like, oh yeah, we're gonna come kill you, you know?
Well, seeing as we're smuggling the most important, famous, and valuable individual in Alkenstar, potentially quite a few.
Phoebe nods. That tracks. You are very likely to be confronted by someone on your journey.
I mean, that's true.
Well then, it wouldn't hurt to be prepared in case we have to resort to violence.
And so, we just go up to this guy's house. We knock on the door, show him the brooch, and he'll follow us, right? We're not going to have a big whole, who the hell are you? I'm not going out there, blah, blah, blah.
She says that's what the brooch is for. He's very likely to say all of those things until you can convince me that you're working for me.
Will he even answer his door?
Probably not.
Well then, we break in, take the old man, and
Drag him through the
Attention.
streets kicking and screaming. That's the spirit.
that's right.
I mean,
Wait, did you say this man is a gnome?
No. Human man.
He's
Oh. Look, we gotta show him that thing, we gotta convince him, and if not, we gotta drag him through the streets.
Yeah, our drunk
Well-
friend.
We've got 4 days, and we're wanted, but we're manageable sort of wanted for right now. Until we try to do this farce. Maybe we should head out there, check out the house, check out the bridge, the streets. See if we can find this brewery he's so damn interested in.
I mean, look, we got 4 days, but like, you know, just we had like last time, we might want to do this sooner rather than later, you know?
I'm not saying we wait 4 days, I'm saying we have 4 days.
Indeed. And I have a nifty little mechanic for you all called Scouting a Route for the next 4 days. Any of you that would like to participate in the recon, research, and otherwise looking out over this route and trying to figure out as much information as you can spend half of your day scouting a route. We make one of several different checks, and then there are preparation points that you can earn for completing these successfully. You can earn preparation points by doing things other than the scout a route activity. I would just need to know what it is you're doing to prepare and trying to get yourself as ready as you can, and we can earn preparation points. Over the next 4 days, the more preparation points you earn, the more information you will have, and the better chances of success you will also have.
Alright. Sounds good.
Look, we put him on a little tire, and then we grab a rope, and then just pull him this way. Simple.
Sure.
No.
Leather belts make a good
that's
gag.
ridiculous, but it does give me an idea. Does anybody... so the man has to get food and supplies and whatnot. Who are the people going in and out of his house?
Phoebe says, that's a really good question. Now that you mention it, I don't think anyone makes deliveries there. He must be making it himself somehow. Or maybe he's just so stockpiled he hasn't had to leave his house in weeks.
Huh.
Well, that's probably something we should be finding out in these next few days.
Sure is.
Okay, so we will call this Day 1. What would everybody like to be doing during Day 1?
So are we going to split up and do separate tasks, or are we going to try to stay together?
I mean,
I kind of want to buy a necrotic bomb just so I can heal. Just so I can heal with a bomb. Like you're unconscious, throw a glass at you.
Right.
Well, you said the bridges are markets, and I was actually going to head in that direction first anyway, so...
Nice, okay. So you want to head over towards the bridge and scout it out and maybe look for a necrotic bomb for Slag as you go?
Necrotic bomb formula if it's possible.
Well, that's not the task I was going to do, but if that's what Slag wants to do...
No. I have an idea what I want to do.
Okay.
Okay. So, Tasha is heading towards the bridges to scout, pretend to shop, and otherwise look around. Tasha,
Yeah, so-
you can... Go ahead.
Specifically, what I'd be looking for is mainly around the bridges, but also along the route. I want to try to being a roguish smuggler type of individual, I would like to try to weasel out all of the best hiding and potential ambush locations in that area.
yeah, because I was
Okay.
gonna say I was gonna go to the bridge with Tasha and perform a diplomacy gather information thing about like whether or not I can pretty much try and see if I can find a route that would be safe on the bridge, at least for us, or find some sort of like safe route for us to be able to transfer the person
Okay.
from one place to another.
Got it. So that is your two's half day. So that is the activity that you two will perform for the day. So let's go ahead and get your checks done, and then this will be your time spent for day 1. So Safi, go ahead and make a diplomacy or society check.
I have a +8 in diplomacy and 0 in society.
There you go. 22. Fantastic. You earn 1 preparation point. The way that this is going to work is at the end of this 4 days, before you all set out for the heist, I will add up all of your preparation points, and there is information and effects that you earn depending on how many preparation points you have earned through the process. So that is 1 preparation point with the 22. Let's go ahead and mark that down. And Tasha, what exactly are you trying to do?
I'd like to try to ferret out all of the likely hiding spots and ambush points
Okay, so that would be perception or society.
along as much of the red as I can.
24, almost a critical success. Tasha, on day 1, for your part, you also earn a preparation point. Now, Solomon, what are you doing on day 1 for your part? Remember, Slag's option of preparing and crafting and figuring out stuff that he can use is also valid. Is also a thing that you can do.
Oh, no, I'm gonna go to the college.
Okay.
And I'm gonna pretend I'm someone interested in joining the college, becoming a member, and I want to see if I can learn as much as I can about what this Pyronite, or what is it,
Pyronite, yeah.
What this Pyronite entails, if anybody knows there.
Okay. Okay, go ahead and make a society check.
Oh boy, that's really bad. Yeah. 2.
Okay, oof. Okay. Luckily, there is no critical failure for this. You simply do not earn a preparation point.
Okay, fair enough.
So you are turned away at the gates of the college. They are on to you relatively quickly and send you a pack-in. Okay.
Oh god. 2? No.
Interesting. Okay. Okay, and Slag, what are you doing?
I'm gonna look for capable drug addicts.
Okay.
Excuse me?
Yeah, you heard me.
Yeah, high-functioning addicts, it's a thing.
So I have underworld lore. If I can figure out the best way to find where these guys are.
Yeah, I would say that most of them are down by the Ironside Quarter.
Okay. Basically, what I'm going to try and convince them to run interference for us in exchange for a certain type of drug that I can make soon. Basically, I'm just going by each one by one. I've just been basically saying, hey, I got some cool stuff here if you want to help a buddy out. Not giving any details, obviously. I'm just basically saying, if you run interference for us, if you see anybody come towards this particular group, just get in their way, harass, but don't bring too much attention to us.
Okay. I would say that is a society check, Slag.
Okay.
Slag, you critically succeed and have earned 2 preparation points.
Cool. And then you said this is half the day, right?
Half day, yes.
Okay, and then the other half I'm just going to be shopping for formulas, looking for these drugs.
Okay, so you can spend a couple hours doing that today, and then a couple hours the next day. Half day is most of your time to be active because you got to sleep for 8 hours.
Sure. Okay. So let's say I grab 3 formulas or something.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
All right, that's everybody. So let's move on to day 2 of preparation.
Alright. Day 2, I think I'm gonna go close to the Temple of Bry and then kind of observe, any sort of patrons that go in and out, and then any sort of, guards that might be in the area for us that could potentially present a problem, so I think I'm gonna scout that area.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Alright.
21, that is a success. You can add 1 preparation point. Make sure you're keeping these tallies, how much you're each earning. In addition to all the information that you'll get at the end of your information gathering, you will be able to spend these points on something, on an event that may happen later.
Okay. I have 2, I believe, so far for prep points.
Okay. So seeing people coming and going, you are able to glean a little bit of insight into the daily life of the students and faculty of the university. Tasha? Or anyone else, if you all are doing stuff together?
and when we go first.
Sure. I'm going to continue in that area of the college, but this time, since they won't let me in, I want to see if I can figure out the routines of like foot traffic in the area,
Awesome.
all
Yeah.
the way up to the bridge, like from the college to the bridge. See if there's a pattern that develops.
Fantastic. That would be perception. Fantastic. That is a success. You can earn 1 point.
Hey, all right.
I was hoping Solomon would put on some Groucho Marx glasses and ask to get it in.
The Superman tactic of if I put on glasses, I'm a different person.
You know, I'm sorry, whenever I hear that or see anything related to that, I always think of how Dolly Parton entered a Dolly Parton look-alike contest and placed fifth.
Oh my god, yeah!
Charlie Chaplin did the same thing.
Yep.
It's great.
Yeah. Like, I'm fairly certain I've met Tony Hawk like 2 or 3 times and just thought, like, is that Tony Hawk? Nah. Like, I lived, like, literally streets away from him for, like,
Oh my god.
years and years and years.
Yeah, I was talking to Magic Johnson one day, actually. I was in Cali, and I didn't realize I was talking to him. And then
Yep.
my dad, he, like, comes over and is like, you realize you were talking to Magic Johnson, right? Like...
Nice. Okay, so we still have Tasha and Slag for day 2.
I would like to just kind of, I would basically spend the whole day, if it's amenable to do so, just finding a nice hiding place outside of the house and watching it.
Scouting the house out. Perfect. Okay, go ahead and make a perception check. Nice.
I was hungry. I didn't eat all day.
Right.
Always bring snacks to a stakeout.
Always bring snacks to the stakeout. What's that from? That's from something. Damn, it's gonna bother me now. Alright, so Tasha, that is obviously not gonna earn you any points today.
Obviously.
Slag?
I'm gonna go on the bridge and look at each vendor and try and tell which vendor's gonna be a problem. Like who's gonna be like in your face, getting too close.
Okay.
And just pretty much like, all right, is this guy calm? Is this guy chill? Because like some street vendors are like, hey, brother, let me tell you some like, just in your face and very aggressive. So I want to see who are the ones to worry about and who are the ones that we can just steer clear from.
Okay. All right. I think society again.
I'm trying so hard to not go for perception. Uh,
19 does earn you a point. All right. That is everybody for day 2. You all have 1 day remaining before the day you actually need to do the job.
I think because I have specialty crafting and tailoring, I think I'm gonna try and see if I can make a disguise for myself in crafting.
Okay. Okay.
Or at least some sort of outfit for at least myself with crafting on the last day.
Okay. All right. So that is not going to earn you preparation points, but that will have an impact if you're successful in making a good disguise, that is.
Okay.
That will provide you with some security. So let's do it this way. That will give you a preparation point to spend later on down the line, but
Okay.
it will not give you one to learn information in this phase we're going through right now.
Got it.
Okay.
I'm fine with that.
Okay, so it'll be a preparation point that you can spend later, but one that we won't use to add to the total here for the information. Cool. All right, so go ahead and make a crafting check.
Yeah, it's only a +1, so it's gonna be +5, so it's 20
Fantastic.
on the scale.
Okay, so after your time spent scouting out the college and everything, you're able to make some things that look like professor uniforms or professor gowns.
Okay. Sounds good.
I'm going to tell Safi, we must be very careful how we try to infiltrate. Their security is impenetrable.
Oh, I know. That's why I'm getting myself prepped with this disguise, just in case. I can pretend to be some sort of professor in religion.
Yeah, nothing I said to them got through. It's like their minds are shielded or something.
I mean, that college apparently has some magic users, so, I mean, aren't you
It must
surprised?
be it.
I mean, you and I both know about some spells, like, come on.
A bright blue explosion goes off in the distance in the direction of in the direction of the college.
Oh, what the hell?
There they are up to their intelligent magics. I'm gonna go to the Ironside Quarter for day 3, and I'm gonna
Frat
try.
party gone wrong.
Right. Jello shots. So I'm gonna go down to Ironside and check out that place that this guy loves so much. You said it's no longer.
Yeah.
It's no longer open, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna kind of just walk around the perimeter and see if I can get in. There's got to be something more than just sentimental value to this.
Yeah, so I would say perception, athletics, or survival would be appropriate here.
Well, I think perception is gonna be the one. So we'll try that.
Oof, okay.
Oh, God.
So all you can determine is that the place has been closed for a while, and it is boarded up. Unfortunately, no points are earned.
Okay.
Okay. That still leaves Slag and Tasha.
I, having presumably seen nothing in my first day of observing the house, I would like to try again.
Okay.
Except this time, I'll be a little more bold. I'll still try to stay out of sight, but I'll kind of try to poke around the property, see if there are ways to get in. Try to look through some windows, maybe.
Okay. Perception again. You know what? I would also say athletics or survival for this one would be okay too.
Well, I can do survival.
Fantastic. So, Tasha, scouting around the property, you do manage to see that it's essentially it's weirdly set up, almost like fortress-like. And you do manage to get a good vantage point and look in and see some things. First of all, you do earn a preparation point. But one thing interesting that happens while you're there scouting out is you see what looks to be a couple of businessmen. They're carrying briefcases, they have top hats and monocles and all of these things. They are very proud and very upright, and they go and they knock, and you hear an old grumpy man shout from somewhere inside, indeterminate exactly what he said. But these two go in anyways. You can see them kind of open the front gate and walk in, and a few seconds later you hear screaming and banging and clashing, and they come running out in opposite directions, fleeing as fast as they possibly can. Slag, what are you doing with your day of preparation?
I'm going to check around to see if there's any events or any sort of like crazy thing happening out in the streets that we can use with our pathing. So like, if this, let's say, basically I'm just looking out for pathing basically. So I'm looking for
Yeah, so I would say, so you're looking out for pathing. Let's go with survival, perception, or we'll say diplomacy, so you can ask around.
Okay. Not you, Luna. let's see.
Unfortunately, a 12 does not earn you any points.
All right.
All right. So that is all. Let me check this real quick.
When it comes to buying things, is there a limit to the rarity of what it is, or just price?
I would say just price, and then certain things. I haven't really dove into that fully yet, but if you're talking about that bomb, I could say you could buy that. It's 3 gold is what it says.
It's the different. I'm looking at the lethargy poison.
I think we'll play it on a
It's,
case by case, but most things you should be able to buy here in Alkenstar.
Look at that one. It's a little strong. So for 7 gold, it's a little strong. Just see if we can see if that's okay. It's stage 1 slowed, stage 2 slowed, stage 3 unconscious.
DC 18 fortitude, okay. I mean, it literally says that you can buy most anything in Alkenstar, so we're going to allow it.
Okay.
Where's the rarity? Does uncommon? Yeah, you can buy that
Uncommon.
here.
Cool. And leather armor should be here. Okay. Oh, leather armor is 2 gold pieces. Okay, nice.
Okay, everybody. Have we gotten everybody on your 3rd day? So here's
Yeah.
the catch. You can spend 1 more day preparing. However, it is the 4th day when they are expecting someone to try to capture him. I'm sorry, it is the 5th day. So the 4th day is the last day you have to prepare. If you wait until the 5th day, you risk running into people that are also trying to get Gattleby.
I think we can. I mean, it's up to you guys. I was saying we can try and get him.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's too risky waiting just to potentially get more
Okay.
information.
How about tonight?
I mean, we can't go tonight. I'm not opposed, but we can't go tomorrow.
Okay. So, if you are done with your information gathering, let's add up all the points.
I have 3 technically, 2 I can spend right now, and 1 for later.
Okay, so that's 1 from Barnaby, or 1 from Solomon, 2 from Safi, so that's 3. That's
I got
6. And Tasha, 2. So 8. Fantastic. Okay, so we will go in ascending order. So first off, you have learned that Gattleby's house sits away from the road amid an overgrown yard full of sedum, sticky, bushy flowers. A small shed sits in front of the house facing away from the road. The property is enclosed in a chicken wire fence. Since you all did recover this information, anybody who is trained in nature or crafting can attempt to check with one of those 2 abilities.
I have crafting.
Okay.
I've got crafting 8.
I have crafting 4.
Crafting
Well,
8
I'll-
as well.
Do you want all 3 of us to try? Or
No,
just
only
us?
one of you.
Can we
Um,
aid
I
on this
can,
check?
I can the guidance.
Sure,
So-
we can do an aid.
Yeah, so Tasha or Sog.
You go for it. I hit a 12 last time.
8
Okay.
gives him advantage, right?
Fantastic.
Or am I...
It gives a +2 if you pass the
Okay.
check.
So, Tasha, you recognize that plant as something commonly used in making traps. It is a poisonous plant and is highly unpleasant. Causes those affected with it to break out in a itchy, unpleasant rash.
Okay. And
No
now,
problem.
having myself observed this house, so you say it's beyond chicken wire. Is there a path?
There is a
through
path.
These flowers?
There is a
Okay.
path through it, yes.
It's not just a solid field. Of
No, it's not just a solid field of stuff. There is a path.
Burn it down.
Okay. So, we got to 8, right? Okay, cool. So, next, you learn from your investigation of the brewery that the Yeast of All Brewery looks like it's been out of business for quite a while. All the windows are boarded up from the inside. and the doors are locked from the inside. Next, you learn that the best place to cross the river is an old stone bridge that many locals call Bottleneck Bridge. It is not one of the main bridges. It is located at a very uniquely thin section of the river. Vendors set up tents and wheel in carts to trade there during the day, and at night the shield marshals set up checkpoints on either side of the bridge to reduce smuggling.
But not at night?
That is at night. At night, the shield marshals set up checkpoints to reduce smuggling. During the day, it's carts and vendors.
So we go during the day if we're going to that way. If we're going that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are the boats tied up at night?
The boats are very closely monitored. And yes, they are tied up at night. Now, for 8 points, you learn one more piece of information. Near one of the unrented stalls at Bottleneck Bridge are cigar butts with gunpowder on the mouthpieces. Through your investigation, you can expect an ambush to be there. You will be prepared for it as such if one does break out. If you do choose to take that way, any ambush that does go off, you will be uniquely prepared to deal with.
Say where that was again?
At Bottleneck Bridge. At that one crossing.
Okay.
So are these both Bottleneck Bridge, or is it the
Bottleneck Bridge isn't on the map. It's going to be somewhere a little bit farther south. Map's not exactly to scale, right? There is a point where the river kind of bows in a little bit and makes a nice, easy crossing.
Would that be... Because, I mean, we're planning a route here. Would that be, like, down
Just
here?
south of the main bridges, so like right around here.
So, like, here.
Yeah, like right around here. See, it's only 10 feet. Not that far at all.
Damn straight.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. With all of that knowledge in hand, let's go ahead and take our break. And when we come back, you all can make your way to Gattleby's house.
Sweet.
All right.
All right, everybody. So we are back. You have undergone your preparations while getting ready to go and escort Vashon Gattleby, the famed inventor of the explosive substance known as pyronite. You are to head to his home, somehow convince him to leave his home with you all, and then make your way back to the Barrel and Bullet Saloon, but not before taking Gattleby to the Yeast of All Brewery, a place where he has some sort of stake that he needs to take care of before he'll be willingly escorted back to the Barrel and Bullet. So, you all mentioned that you might want to go in the evening. Are you still planning on going to get Gattleby at night, or are you going to wait until the daytime?
No, I think daytime's the way to go.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably the afternoon is when it's best because, like, obviously at night, like they protect from smuggling. So
Plus, we're already getting ambushed there if we go that way,
Yeah.
so we don't need extra people there.
Well, because here's what I'm thinking. What if we go just before dawn? So we'll cross the bridges going over there at night, and then try to get him back across the bridges in the morning when all the carts come. Maybe we can stick him in
maybe,
a cart.
Okay, that's an idea.
Pretend to be traders.
I think that works.
Okay. Well, all right then. So you're going to head out first thing in the morning, head over to Gattleby's homestead at the butt crack of dawn. Is that the plan?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
or, just before dawn.
Okay. So, that would have you all heading over the bridges while they are still patrolled and monitored by shield marshals, checking for smugglers.
Do we get the impression that if we run into shield marshals, they'll finger us right away?
I mean, there's always a chance. You all are wanted by the law, but it's not like there's a citywide manhunt going on for you, so every shield marshal won't immediately recognize you. It's all up to you.
So is it like a checkpoint? Everybody stops and talks to the guards, or are they more so like keeping an eye on things?
They are more so keeping an eye on things. They are not stopping every individual that passes. They're more just kind of glancing them over, and every now and then they'll stop somebody, pull them aside, pat them down, question them, but certainly not everybody.
Okay.
What do you think? We could just tell them that we're heading over to the Temple of Bry for a morning prayer.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, I probably would have had... Oh, no, yeah. Would I have put my professor robes on? I think I would have to see if I can fit into them.
How many sets did you get?
I only did one professor robes for myself. I think.
You could use a preparation point to say that you've got robes for everybody.
Yeah, I mean, I could. Yeah, because
If
I
you would
did
like.
say if one
That
for
is
later, yeah.
just an example of something that you could use your preparation point on. So now that we're exploring that, these preparation points that you all have earned, any time that something comes up that you wish, damn, I wish I'd have thought of that, you did, as long as you have a preparation point.
Yes, the almighty Recon.
No, I think I would have just done it for myself.
Okay.
I mean, I think that's okay.
Yeah, I think we just need one person to get in there anyways.
No worries. You now know what those
Yeah.
points can be used for. Some things will take 2. Some things may take 3 or more. It depends on the gravity of how you would like to use it.
Yeah. The only thing is I don't know, because I have at least 3.
It's kind of a cool system.
Yeah.
Wait, so these points were not cashed in for the 8s?
No, they were used to calculate the information that you got, and now you get to use them on things,
Okay.
on like you said, on retcons.
Okay.
Okay, so the plan is to head over before dawn, nonchalantly just go past the guards. We're not smuggling anything yet.
Yet.
Yeah, not yet.
Okay, so if that's the plan, you all head up to the guards, and I need each of you, as you cross the bridge, to roll a D100. You will...
I would say... Sorry, I
Yes,
don't mean to
yes.
cut
No,
you
no,
off,
you're
but
fine.
I would say I am concealing specifically the bag of holding.
Okay.
I just remembered something.
Okay, so anyone that rolls without picking a number range, your number range is 1 to 10. Or
Okay,
you can
yeah,
pick a number range. Safi and Solomon, you both cross the bridge without being recognized.
Okay. Oh my god, I was 1 off.
You
then.
were 1 off, yeah.
58 to 68.
Nice. Okay. And Slag.
I guess the top,
So
need to 100.
90,
Said it
91
was-
to 100.
1 to 100. Yeah.
Nice. The other end. Good thing.
Oh my
Good
God.
thing you picked. All right, so the 4 of you do manage to cross the bridge into the Auburn district without any incident. The guards barely even notice you, still like half asleep. You can tell they're closing up on the end of their shift. They're like nodding off. But you all do make it across. And after a few minutes of traveling, you make it to Gattleby's house.
All right. So don't touch the flowers. And also, the house is more fortified than it might look. And also, there's probably some clockworks inside.
What about the shed? Could he possibly be holed up in there instead?
Gattleby?
Yeah.
Probably not. But, I mean, I have no way of knowing.
Oh, you know what? This is a chicken wire fence, which means that you all should be able to see right through it.
I was thinking that, yeah.
Huh.
These
Okay.
windows are shuttered, so I am going to close them. I wish it would let me close these fucking things. It does not.
So these bushes are the sticky crap flowers?
The sticky crap flowers are everywhere that there is not path.
Oh.
Okay.
So, let me go ahead and describe what you all see real quick. First off, before anyone else moves, let me go ahead and close these windows up. Because they are shuttered, you can see through them, but not very well. So, we'll just do this. Okay. Okay, here we go. So, a chicken wire fence contains a small lot overgrown with weeds and bushy flowers. A small gate separates the southern end of the lot from the street. A rusted lock hangs uselessly from the gate, serving only to keep it from swinging open in the wind. Beyond the gate, the foliage-choked yard is broken up by large stepping stones, a small shed, and a dilapidated old house at its northern end.
And this is the entrance I saw those guys run away from?
Yep.
Well,
Well, we're not likely to get much out of a knock, but,
Tasha, as soon as you open the door, you hear a faint click, and then from above, overhanging, a glass jar falls.
Oh, damn.
You may attempt a reflex save to catch the jar.
fantastic.
Classic.
You fail. The jar grazing the tips of your fingers as it falls and smashes on the gate in front of you on the
Oh.
floor. You take 2 sonic damage, and I need you to make a fortitude save.
Sonic? Oh god.
Safi, unfortunately, I also need you to make the fortitude save, as a large eruption of sound just goes boom. Good job, everybody. Well done. We're off to a great start. We are off to a great
We're
start.
so good!
So good! You are both deafened.
Hero point, hero point, hero point. 16.
16 fails. It's not a critical failure, though.
Yeah.
So, Tasha and Safi are both deafened for 1 minute.
Oh.
You
Is
hear
it
someone
great?
shout from inside, "No solicitors!"
God.
God damn it.
Mr. Gettleby, we are here to escort you.
There is no response.
Do you have the thing? You can show him the thing.
That shout
I'm
came
gonna
from
motion.
inside of that shout came from somewhere far inside the house. Like he heard his boom go off and like yelled over his shoulder from somewhere inside the house.
I'm gonna motion for Tasha to give me that symbol.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Trying to get Tasha's attention. She can't hear you.
Yeah. I'm gonna walk through the gate.
Just kind of working my fingers through my ears.
And hold up
Solomon,
that symbol.
as you step forward, a nozzle pops out from the back of the shed in front of you. What is your perception DC? It's not 18, is it?
Yeah, it's 18.
Your perception
I'm sorry,
DC
that's
is,
my class. Sorry,
No, your
it's,
perception DC.
16.
Okay, so you do not notice this little trapdoor set in the front of the building, and as you step forward, you hear a faint clicking sound as if one of the stones you just stepped on just sunk slowly into the ground. A little trapdoor on the wall ahead of you opens, and I need you to make a reflex saving throw. Oh my god, I need you and Tasha to make reflex saving throws. And Safi.
Are you kidding?
Solomon, Tasha, and Safi to make reflex saving throws. For Solomon, it's 20. For Tasha, it's 18. And for Safi, it's 16, reducing by 2 for each person back.
Beats it, let's
Pressurized sap sprays from the nozzle, coating Solomon and Tasha in a terribly stinky sap that is sticking to all of your clothing.
How the hell are we gonna now don costumes?
Alright, new plan. We kill his ass.
Yeah.
I need all
Mr.
4 of
Gallopy.
you now to make fortitude saves as this stuff reeks.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Mr. Gattleby, we're here to rescue you. Enough games.
Okay, you all have succeeded and are temporarily immune to the stanky effects of the sap.
Are there any other windows in this house that I've observed?
There are 2 windows in the front of the house. The blinds are both shut. I don't think anyone can see well enough from where you're at to get a look inside.
Okay, I'm gonna try and just analyze the rest of the ground in front of me. Is there any indication that it's trapped?
No, but you can make a crafting check real quick. Okay, you notice nothing.
Good. Excellent.
Excellent. Everything is fine.
You best step back, Tasha.
Well, what are you gonna do about it?
I'm gonna step here.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Mr. Gattleby. Here, look through the window. We are friends.
That's the shed, Solomon.
I'm gonna move here, holding it up still. Look through the window.
So, Solomon, from there, you can see somebody moving around inside of the house. Like over in this area. They do not acknowledge you.
How high off the ground are those windows?
I would probably say just average height, so like 3 feet off the ground is where the window would start.
Oh, okay, so those are floor level windows.
Yeah, floor level windows.
wait. I'm not gonna step there just yet. Mulligan, I didn't take my hand off the piece. Solomon, you better let me step around before you go step on more of those stones.
Yes.
And I am on all fours, as Tasha does sometimes, going to check each cobblestone as I slowly advance.
Fantastic. I need you to make a perception check. Fantastic. All right, so Tasha, as you get to right here on all fours, sniffing, you can get to there safely. Once you get to right here, sniffing around on all fours, you notice that another trap is set in between these 2 stones right here. It appears to be a spring-loaded glass jar protruding just up above the ground. You can attempt... Go ahead.
Trigger it?
You can attempt a thievery check to remove the jar carefully, or an athletics check to reinforce the flagstone pressure sensor.
Let's go with what I'm good at.
Hey!
Ooh.
Fantastic. So you are able to expertly remove this purple jar. It is a jar filled with purple liquid, like purple paint. And you can see floating around inside of it is another Thunderstone. It is deactivated.
I have an idea. All right. Come down the cobblestones carefully and don't touch any of those damn flowers. And
What did the
I'm
flowers
gonna,
do? What did the flowers do?
you'll get stuck in them and then we'll leave you to die.
From your
That's
information
fine.
gathered earlier, you do know that they are poisonous and cause a very unpleasant rash.
I thought you said they were sticky.
They are that
Yeah.
too. They stick to you and cause a rash.
Oh, okay. They stick
Is there
to
a way,
you.
is there a way is there a way to carefully grab some?
I mean, yes, we'll call it a thievery check. We'll call it a DC 18.
Oh shit!
Remember, DCs are high in this game, so DC 18 sounds scary, but it's more equivalent to like a 15 in 5e.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not saying you should try it, but I'm just saying it's not as scary as it sounds.
I really want to try it. Nope. Resisting.
Resisting.
Are Tasha and I undeafened at this point?
If 1 minute has passed, yes. So yeah, we can say 1 minute's passed while Tasha was deactivating that trap. Fucking don't bite me. What the fuck? Sorry.
You goddamn cat.
Right? The fucking cat's just sitting here. Like, I put down her book so she has some place to sit, and if I stop petting her, she's just like, okay, nom.
Now I'm on something else.
Right?
My cat lost room privileges while I'm playing D&D.
This one would, if she wouldn't sit outside of the door and scream and pound on the door if I was to kick her out.
Get more doors.
Get more doors.
Doors are expensive, man.
Hey man, I don't know about you, but I don't exactly have door money just lying around.
Yeah, like, come on, man. Like, who saves up for doors specifically? Like,
Oh, I'm saving up to get into Warhammer 40k. I'm not gonna be able to afford anything. All right.
You make 6 figures, Sean?
Right.
How are you playing
I'm
40k?
sure golf is a less expensive hobby.
Yeah.
It just looks so fun, and I've been getting so into the lore. I'm just like, okay, this is only the
It
natural
is.
next step. Like, I have to
I
try
got
it.
a few boxes for the Adeptus Mechanicus army, and
Nice, hell yeah.
I haven't finished painting them all. They're sitting in my closet.
I hear
It's
that's
so
the
much
thing.
fun to paint. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Tau, is what I'm looking at.
Oh, cool.
The
Yeah,
Tau
those are pretty
Empire.
cool.
Yeah. Okay, so Tasha has successfully removed the glass jar.
Was Slag rolling to get flowers?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay, on all fours, slowly, sniff, sniff, pick, pick.
Okay. Tasha, make another perception check. In that manner, Tasha, you make it all the way to here without incident. There is a dilapidated wooden shed standing in the middle of the yard, a single padlock on the door to the north. Tasha,
The stairs?
the balcony. So as you step up there,
Damn it.
you see that set into the door is a beam of light that extrudes outward in a straight line right at about chest level for you. So pretty low. As soon as you step into it, you look down and you hear a click, and 2 barrels, they appear to be rifle barrels, stick out of either side of the front door. You hear a like winding up like a and bullets begin
Dodge.
firing out at you.
Dodge.
What?
Run. Please,
So,
escape.
a creature or object weighing at least 50 pounds steps on the porch. A stream of wooden sling bullets flies from the launcher. And it is... Jesus. 21 to hit you, Tasha.
Well. Yeah, that hits me. I'm gonna try to raise a shield.
Okay.
Which I presume I've had time to repair over the past 3
Oh
days.
yeah, definitely. 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's a lot. That's a lot. That definitely breaks my shield. Again.
Again, you hear from inside, I said no solicitors!
So that's 11 minus 3, so 8 damage.
Roll initiative. Right.
Well, this is going horribly.
Okay.
What?
Trap.
The house stands up and starts kicking us.
This is a hazard, and hazards get initiatives in this because you all have to try and disable the fucking thing before it kills you. So, the trap has initiative 11. It looks like we still need Solomon in the initiative.
Sorry. Coming.
No worries, no worries. Nice. Okay, here we go. All right, Solomon, you have just seen Tasha pummeled with a stream of what you now notice to be wooden projectiles being fired from the door.
Well, the only thing that I can think of to disarm it would be the actual mechanism itself. So I'm gonna jump through over here and try and disarm it.
Okay.
Somehow.
So, to disable it, we will need a thievery or crafting check.
Okay. I guess thievery it is. I wonder if I can guidance myself. Let me see.
One action, so yeah.
Sure. All right, I'll guidance myself. And this would be my final action. So I moved, guidance, and then do that. So thievery. So 16.
16 is not enough.
Okay.
Furthermore, I did forget, we have established that it has been 1 minute. I need everybody that is within 5 feet of Sappy, Solomon, or Tasha, or is Sappy, Solomon, or Tasha, to make fortitude saves against your awful odor.
Oh god. I smell like shit whenever I do focus spells, so like... Alright.
Nice.
Sappy does smell like death
Right,
on a
we're-
regular
but-
basis.
Yeah!
But we're used to that, though.
Oh no.
I got a critical success, technically.
Okay. So, that is a
Like
critical
playing
success.
Slip of Truth.
Actually, let me see. Does a critical success do anything?
I mean, I rolled a 20
I'm
on the
checking
die,
because
so-
there is critical failure effects. Okay, so anybody that failed, so Solomon and Tasha, you are both sickened 1,
Oh,
and
Oh boy.
anybody that is affected or standing within 5 feet of somebody who is effective is going to get a -2 circumstance penalty to saves to recover from this condition specifically.
Oh boy.
I can't believe we have to do social distancing, man.
Okay, that is going to bring us to Slag. Slag, unfortunately, if you pass within 5 feet of one of these individuals to get to that trap, you will need to make the fort save.
Can I just hold my breath? Is that a thing I can
Sure.
do? Can I just,
You
can I
know,
just hold-
I'll say yes, but because you will be out of breath by the time you get to the door, you will suffer a -1 circumstance penalty to whatever check you try to make to deactivate the trap.
Sure. Can I even make it to the door?
Oh,
I
with
do.
Solomon standing there.
Oh, the trap's over here somewhere?
Yeah, the trap's on the door. You know what? We'll say that you can attempt the athletics version of the check from here. Because the athletics version of the check involves stopping the pressure plate.
Okay, I'll do that then. I'm gonna hold my breath and going that way.
So that's one action. Another action to try to disable the trap with an athletics check.
Yep. With an athletics check?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. From there, all you can do is the athletics check. To do the thievery check, you'd need to be at the door.
Oh. Oh, that's... Wait, can I redo that then? Because
Yeah.
Okay. What's this? This is a window, right?
That's a window.
Okay. Oh, but there's the things here.
You'll have to go through the plants to get to it.
Oh, man. I can't just light a fire in a very... Shoot. Can't really help, to be honest. I can't really help, unfortunately. I guess I'll just make the athletics check version of
Break
it.
the window.
Break the window.
Can I see through the window?
You can see through like the slats. This room here, all you can see is a workbench, though.
Oh. Alright, I'll just do the athletics version of it.
Okay.
Because there's nothing else I can do.
17. Oh, 17 with a -1 circumstance penalty, I think is gonna fail. Let me double check. Wooden bullets trap. 15. Okay. 15 is good. You are able to stop the pressure plate and deactivate the trap.
Oh.
0 on athletics.
Nice. That was a straight 17 roll. Nice. Okay. The barrels retract back into the door.
I'm gonna back up and be like, yo, yeah, I know my stank because sometimes I smell like death because of, casting spells, but y'all smell disgusting.
Thank you for that input, Safi.
I don't care how you feel. I'm just speaking my mind, okay?
Does the door open, Solomon?
You can try it. I haven't tried to open it.
Okay, hang on. One sec. Okay, try to open the door, Solomon.
Yeah.
Like, get the hell away from me.
I'm gonna try and open the door.
Social distancing, Tasha.
You're... Whatever.
I know how.
Solomon, the
how
door
it's supposed to feel
is
horrible.
locked.
I'm gonna knock.
You
2
hear.
times.
So as you knock, someone says, "Come back another time. It's not a good time."
We're here as friends. You need to come with us now.
Tell him we're with what's her name? Daphne. Daphne.
Mr. Gattleby, we are with Daffy,
Daffy?
the duck.
Phoebe.
Daffy?
Phoebe!
Oh, no,
Like-
Phoebe. I don't know.
We call her Daffy the duck as a term of endearment.
Who?
Phoebe.
No, who's the duck you're talking about?
Mr. Gattleby, please open up. This is an urgent matter.
I'm busy. Go away.
Show him the thing. You're
We'll
the
have
thing,
to
right?
break the door down, sir.
There is no response.
Okay, I will phase bolt the door. I step back. I warned him that we're gonna have to break the door.
Do those sound like genuine, like him speaking, or does it sound like a recording?
Sounded like a recording.
Make a perception check.
I'm just curious, just to, because everything sounds very generic when he's saying.
We did see someone moving around in the back inside the house.
Right, but he could be pulling a Macaulay Culkin here.
No solicitors.
Look,
Very generic.
somebody's got to break that door down. I don't care if it's using, your tools or if it's something.
Yeah, I'm
Damn it.
trying
All
this phase bolt.
Tasha gets in the thing.
Hey, hold
Well-
on. Don't use magic.
Well,
We're not trying to destroy the door and make it more
Don't
obvious.
stand in
that
front of me.
He's not going to be living here anymore.
Look, doors are tough in Pathfinder.
come back another time.
Look, just use some tools, okay? I get we're trying to have people, under the place, but like,
All right. I'll take out my thieves' tools
Go ahead, Tasha. I'm going to step back.
and start carefully.
I got you to try and open the door anyways.
Thievery check.
Carefully
It'll be legendary if you get hit with something.
trying to open the door without getting any traps.
It's a
Do I have to look for
spring-loaded
traps
boxing
first?
glove.
Do I see any sacks of shit hanging from the ceiling?
What's your perception DC?
I mean,
See?
would you be able to smell it?
What, 14?
Okay. You do not notice anything.
Okay, good.
Good.
I
yeah.
think I'll use a hero point.
Okay. Hey, that's better. That's better. You hear a soft click, and the door swings open. Inside, there is a small box with several speakers on either side of it that squawks out at you. No solicitors.
Fucking knew it! It's so generic!
There's a dusty table and chairs against the north wall. The window appears that it hasn't been opened in decades. A door stands open to the west.
And this is the same room that mauled those business guys.
would Solomon and Tasha, by the way, have to make another fort save since it's been probably at least a minute?
We'll do it once you get inside to meet Gattleby. You can do it again.
Okay.
I mean, unless you want
Hey,
to,
Solomon,
by all means.
why don't you carefully try that shed door real quick?
Oh hell no.
Yeah, it could be this could be a whole facade here. Like,
I remember I said he might be in the shed. I bet there's some kind of underground housing beneath it.
Okay, no way. You get out of. Oh,
Don't just open it!
Sappy.
I love this
I
door
wasn't
thing though.
even trying to open the door. I just was basically gonna wait.
Oh my god.
We're gonna go with it. Fine, I opened the door. we
Sappy, I need you to make a reflex saving throw as you see the opposite end of the sticky sap sprayer.
Oh,
Oh. Okay. I already used a hero point. I mean,
You can take mine, I'm
15,
pretty safe here.
15 is actually good against this part of the trap. It's not the main part of the trap. So 15 is perfectly fine for your reflex saving throw. Sappy, you are able to slam the door in time before a smaller nozzle sprays you.
okay, what the hell? Okay, first off, you smell disgusting. I'm gonna back up from you too. Second off, there's a trap in there. I need somebody to fix that.
Oh, there's a trap in there. Did you mean to say there's another trap in there, Sappy?
What I was trying to say is you opened the door, but then somehow, my fat ass opened it, so I need you to open it.
Why do I gotta...
Because you're the one that has all the tools and stuff to do it.
I'm like,
just
I'm like,
opened.
I'm like raising my hand in the back of the class.
Slag,
Unless
are
you want me to
raising
do
your
it
hand?
again. I don't know. It's gonna reactivate again.
Solomon, you might not want to stand there.
good point.
I'll push the door open from the side.
It swings open, and a small jet of sap sprays out.
Damn it.
See what I mean? Okay, wait, hold on. Can I
Just
throw
use it all up.
Just kind of
Okay, inside you see many
leaning.
jars of the stinky sap
Oh hell yeah! I'm taking one.
and a bunch of rusted garden tools.
It's just a fucking trap
Actually,
again.
wait. Back up. I have an idea. What if I sing a song and do some haunting hymn and then destroy all the sap and stuff? Oh no, you're just gonna go. Okay, let's
You,
just
you
go.
think it's
Never mind.
haunted? Haunted sap?
I don't know.
I'm, like,
thinking I can
actively
cause
avoiding you
some
guys.
damage to this thing.
No more games, Mr. Gattleby.
Where do you want?
I'll take a jar of this thing.
Okay. A jar of the stink sap. Cool. It can be used as an
Actually, wait,
alchemical
I can
bomb.
go in. Where is it? I have crafting. I can disable it. I just realized I'm an idiot. Is there a way I can disable the trap before it sprays me again?
Once it's sprayed from the inside like that, it doesn't do it again.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Solomon.
So,
Yes,
Solomon, go ahead.
When a saw
I'm
blade
just-
shoots out of the wall and takes your head off, I'm gonna walk over your body.
I'm done with the games.
So
He's
you
not.
walk in and there is a man hunched over his workbench.
Oh,
He
he's got some background text on him.
right there. That's the art. Hey, copy paste from the book, y'all. That's what I got for tokens for this game. So when you enter in, Gattleby is sitting down at a workbench in front of a whole bunch of work and all kinds of other stuff. And he kind of looks up towards you, Solomon. He says, "All right, then. Persistent ones, you know that? What in Bree's name do you want?"
It's for your own good. We're friends.
Friends of who, damn it?
Remember? What's her name again?
Phoebe.
Maybe.
Freebie.
Oh,
Daffy
right. I was supposed to be moved. That's right. I completely forgot. I thought you all were a bunch of solicitors. This is my bad.
Do you
My
not
bad.
use your
This-
windows?
Windows? Oh! Is that what those things are called?
My
So
bad
long.
does not even begin to cover an apology required for what you did.
I didn't
to us.
apologize.
You should.
You're
Honestly,
right. You
should.
did not.
To be fair, this is his property.
Man's got a right to
To be
defend his home.
To
To be fair,
I got-
we're not hurting your home. We're here to help you.
Y'all are just pissed that you smell.
He kind of looks around. He's like, "Looks like they were pretty effective, if you ask me. Experiment successful."
I'm just pissed I got, more stank on than I should have. And
I
sometimes
got
the stink's
shot.
my fault, and it's not
There's
my
a
fault.
washroom right on over there. Go ahead and wash yourselves up before you make me sick.
I will say, Mr. Gattleby, you're not wrong. They are pretty effective.
Well, thank you.
Now,
Oh my
we must
God.
get going. Oh, there's the washroom. Perfect. I lift the lid and start
We
washing.
must keep going, taking his armor off.
I'm not going in there. I'm not watching him take his clothes off and
Who
get washed
puts a
up.
fucking gun in their front door?
'Cause I do.
America.
Merc.
Yeah, basically. That's good old Texas for you.
Yes. All right.
Tasha's.
Now, Mr. Gattleby, it seems that you have been quite distracted, but I need you to pay attention to us right now.
Now you see
Oh.
this thing with us? Boom.
Yes, yes.
We are actually them.
Y'all
Thank
want
you
to
for-
take a breather? He looks at you, Tasha. He's like, "You look a little beat up. Almost like a wooden bullet caught you in the face."
She's fine.
You're gonna catch something in the
I will punch you in the face myself if I have to as well.
That reminds me, I guess I can spend 10 minutes using medicine on Tasha.
We gotta get going before the markets get set up. That's how we're getting you out of here.
Well, all right. Give me a second. Let me
And-
gather some things out of my room real quick. Hey, find Slick for me. He's around here somewhere. He's a little chameleon.
The hell am I supposed to? Okay.
Mr. Gattleby,
Hmm?
I said pay attention. This is
Oh.
very important. This hat here will disguise your identity. We need you to wear this, and when we tell you to activate it, you must do so.
Can do. It's the first thing I've heard all day that makes any sense.
Good.
Can I do a perception check to see if I can see a chameleon?
Yes, you can. Give me just a moment. I need to make a stealth check for him because he hide.
A
16.
chameleon?
A chameleon.
How much is the healing? It's 2d8, right? For medicine?
Holy
Yeah.
shit! His fucking plus 13.
Oh my god.
It's a camellia. I mean, like,
True.
just
Never
pull out
gonna
a
find
knife,
him.
start stabbing random places.
Oh!
So, Gattleby looks over and he says, "All right, I'll be right out. Go ahead and collect Slick up for me, and I'll be out in just a minute." Goes in, and Safi, you look over just in time to see Slick in front of what looks like, you see a chameleon, in front of what looks to be a glass jar with the bottle open and on his side. He's got his face right in front of it. His mouth drops open.
Slicky boy. Hey, yo, Slicky boy, come here. Slicky
Uh-oh.
boy.
His tongue shoots into the glass vial.
No, don't let him drink it.
And suddenly, the sounds of breaking
no.
glass and shattering wood proceed a calamitous sight.
Oh, God.
As
For a second, I thought it
Gattleby's
was...
six-legged chameleon suddenly begins growing, first to the size of a cat, then to the size of a dog, and then to the size of a horse, all in the matter of moments. The chameleon, as startled as anyone by this development, begins smashing through the table in the middle of the lab and begins clambering about, spilling papers and alchemical equipment everywhere. Gattleby shouts, exasperated, "Ah, bolts! Slick got into the growth serum again. See the shrink potion anywhere? Ah, never mind that. I got more important things to deal with." And he slams his door. "Just take care of that! I get my coat."
Did he say again?
Hey,
Roll
yo,
initiative.
You know what... Hey, yo, Slag, you know what that shrink potion looks like?
No. I don't know that one yet.
No.
I'm like super like curious about the potions.
So it is a good thing that you are so curious about the potions, because that means that Slag, you get to be the one to roll the D.
Sorry, I put
10.
that by mistake.
D10?
Yep, roll a D10.
Oh.
That's a...
1, 2, 3, 4. This section, as Slick is rampaging around the room, he barrels over and he throws his tongue out in a big sweeping motion. And the very first thing that happens is that he knocks over a piece of table. A glass vial goes rolling over into this corner and detonates.
Oh, God.
An explosion completely rocks this 10-foot square right here next to you, Tasha. Luckily, you are out of range. But now that we are in initiative...
Oh my
wonderful.
God, it beats us all! Are you kidding?
Oh, good stuff,
Oh
good
my
stuff.
god.
Hero
Are
point,
you-
sir. Give him disadvantage.
What a session!
So, the enormous chameleon tries running away as fast as it can, charges over into this corner, going through Tasha, and Tasha... as he goes by, he kind of has his mouth just open in like a lizard scream as he rushes away in a panic. It is a 14 to hit you.
14 does miss.
Fantastic. And that does bring us to Safi's turn.
I am gonna actually cast command on it, and I'm just gonna say, calm down. It needs to make a will save of 18.
Okay. Okay. Will save incoming. Does it have to understand your language?
It does have the linguistic trait.
Yeah, it has to, because it's linguistic.
And mental. The lizard's intelligence is -4,
Oh,
and it
God.
does not know any languages.
I guess that's a wasted spell slot.
It kind of looks at you and tilts its head to the side, stops for a brief moment, and then continues its rampage.
Alright, I'm just gonna cast shield and I'm gonna end my turn then.
Tasha.
So I'm an inventor, not an
Mhm.
alchemist. Do I have any notion of what a shrinking potion might be?
So, you can use 3 of your actions to thoughtfully test the most likely potions by making a DC 16 crafting check.
What if I just start grabbing potions and shove it down his mouth?
I mean, you could certainly try that.
Elder God Potion.
I'm tempted.
Oh god. This group is chaotic enough. Do you want to just start shoving potions down its throat?
I don't like this lizard. This
Yeah,
lizard
but I
is
don't
mean.
either.
It looks
I've
at
had
you,
a bad
Tasha, and
day.
blends into the wall behind it and kind of gives you like the narrow eyes. Doesn't like you very much either.
All right, well, I suppose. Do I need to spend an action moving to one of the tables?
No, you do not.
Okay, so I'll just use all 3 actions and make a crafting check.
Okay.
Okay.
You do fail. Let me see if there is. Luckily, there is no penalty for critically failing that check.
I squint my eyes back at the lizard.
Solomon.
Oh boy, I don't know how we're gonna wrangle this thing down.
You could just stab it to death.
I mean, it's Galby's pet. He doesn't want us to kill it.
Right, Tasha's
boy.
like.
I'm gonna try and just punch it so non-lethal. Oh my god.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna regret this.
What's the giant chameleon today?
13 does not
13.
hit. You punch it on its flank and you hear a dull thud, and then it looks over towards you slowly.
Okay,
Wait for 1
third
second.
action, I will shield.
Okay.
I look away for 1 second to talk to somebody, and I see unarmed fist. What is happening?
Solomon punched a chameleon.
Tried to, anyways.
Okay, Slag, you are up.
Okay, I'm gonna just carefully walk up here. Do I immediately see? Where do I see the potions from here?
So the
Like,
potions are scattered across the ground, and there are several up on the benches and everything like that. Being an alchemist yourself, you can attempt a perception check, and your DC is lowered by the fact that you are somewhat of an expert in this field.
Okay, so it's 1 action to move, 1 action to perceive, I guess.
Yes, it is only 1 action for you to try this.
Sure. 6.
Well done.
I'm not gonna-
You can use another action to try again if you'd like to.
Sure. 10. Not much.
Not
That's,
good.
that's it.
I'm gonna use a hero point for him.
Okay, you want to give him your hero point?
Yeah, I'm gonna say, oh, look on this side.
I have a +3. I don't think it's gonna change anything. Okay.
You might roll low.
Hey! 17 is good. You do get a +2 circumstance bonus for being an alchemist on that one, so turning your total into 19. Very good. You do spot the vial. It is over here.
Okay. Just at the end of the episode, pointed out to Solomon and Tasha.
Fantastic. Brings us to the giant chameleon. Solomon.
Yeah.
It looks down towards you, kind of narrows its eyes as it looks at you, and then lets loose with its tongue. For 27 to
19.
hit.
Oh, so that's a crit.
Critical
No, that's
hit.
not a crit. That's not a crit. 'Cause
Not a
19
crit.
is my
Okay.
so that's a hit. I will then use my shield block ability,
Okay. Okay. So
and
Slick-
I'll amp it. Why not?
nice.
Sorry.
Hmm. Yeah. All right. So Slick lashes out at you. Its tongue smacks onto you. You are grabbed and yanked up to him, although you are already within 5 feet of him, so there's really no effect there. And then its tail lashes out from behind it at is either Slag or Tasha. We will make it random. Tasha. Tail swings out. It's a 22 to hit, even with the penalty.
Yeah, that hits.
That is a big 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And now we're to Safi's turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna do Forbidden Ward. I'm gonna target Slick, obviously. I'm gonna target Solomon since I see him grappled up. So you get an additional +1 AC and saving throws against the target. I will move over here just so that I have space between me and Slick, and I'm gonna end my turn.
Okay. Just as a heads up, Slag has pointed out the shrinking potion to everyone.
Oh,
give the AC bonus to Tasha, not to me.
Okay, yeah, that's fine if Tasha wants it, but I will end my turn either way.
Okay,
I
Tasha.
probably would not have heard Slag.
Okay.
Oh, Tasha, you were supposed to heal 6 from when I healed you earlier.
Oh, I did.
Oh, I did. Oh, shit.
But you just took some. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Solomon, you also took 9 points of piercing.
Oh, well, I shield blocked, so that broke.
Got it.
That broke through. I'll use 2 layers, so that's 5. I'll figure it out in a second. You can move on. I'll figure it out.
Okay.
Sorry.
Tasha, you're up.
I think long and hard about turning this chameleon into shoes. I will run over and presumably take the potion that was pointed out to me.
Okay.
And then I guess I can't quite reach him.
So you can yeet it into his mouth, or you can attempt to grab onto him and force feed it to him.
There's the smart option, and then there's the I'm upset with this thing option.
Would I know if it's injury based? Like, can you just stick it straight into the blood?
It does need to be ingested.
Okay, it has to be adjusted. Okay.
I want to throw it into this bastard's mouth. That's what Tasha really, really wants to do.
Misses and cracks him in the skull.
What do I have to roll for that?
That will be a ranged attack. Ranged strike.
Don't have any of those.
So that would then just be
Dexterity plus
Would I be adding my proficiency to this? I am.
Does a
proficient in
character
martial weapons.
a character trained in alchemical bombs can make a ranged strike.
I believe those fall under martial weapons. I could be.
Go ahead and
No,
take.
I think alchemical bombs are a separate thing. Let me double check on the
Yeah,
alchemy
yeah.
page.
Let's take a look.
So I was gonna say, I think it's a separate thing. If alchemist specifically says proficient, let me see. Yeah, trained in simple weapons, trained in alchemical bombs, trained in unarmed attacks. I don't know if inventors are, unless you are getting it from somewhere else.
Just hold it out so I could throw it.
Yeah, it's not a martial weapon. It looks like it's a separate, like, alchemical
It
bomb.
does specifically say a character who can't throw bombs can get it by doing the acrobatics and athletics check.
Oh, okay.
Our chemical bombs are martial weapons, is what I found.
Are they?
Let's ask the interwebs. PF2 are alchemical bombs, martial weapons. Bombs are martial thrown weapons with a range increment of 20 feet.
Wow.
That is straight. That is from Nethys.
So technically, Tasha is proficient. Technically.
Right? Technically.
It does specify something a little extra here. It says anyone that's proficient in them can get a circumstance bonus. So that's probably what it is. Tasha just doesn't get the circumstance bonus from it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Fuck. I know it's not the best. It's not necessarily the smartest thing to do, but it's what Tasha wants.
It's what Tasha wants. Yeet.
So
But-
it's what's that?
Go ahead. Not you. Go ahead.
So that's train proficiency plus dexterity. And my train proficiency right now is 4. Okay.
It hits him on the side of the head and then bounces onto the ground, rolls back towards you, Tasha.
Okay. At least it didn't shatter. But that's all my actions.
Solomon?
Oh boy. Okay, I will. Where did that thing land?
By your feet.
Oh, perfect. Okay. I will use a free action to unleash my psyche, and then I will use one action to restore the mind for Tasha. Tasha, you regain 6 hit points. I will use a second action to pick up the vial, and second action, third action to throw it on the lizard. So, free unleash psyche, one action to heal Tasha, one action to pick up the thing, and one action to attack it.
Are you trained
With
in
the
martial weapons?
That is a good question. I don't think
No,
so.
I
No.
know this for a fact. You're
Okay. So you would need to physically restrain Slick and force feed this to him with an acrobatics or athletics check.
Okay. All right. Fine. Let's go acrobatics.
Good luck. He throws you off of him. You reach, you lunge at him and kind of wrap your arm around his thick trunk of a neck and try to drop this potion down his throat. But instead, he kind of just yeets you off of him, bucks like a bronco, and just throws you a little bit,
Oh
just
my
sliding backwards.
As that's happening, I'm gonna go. Gattleby, come restrain your creature. And that's my turn, I guess.
I'm really
You hear
close to
Gattleby
being
shout,
active.
"It's just a chameleon, you got it handled." Safi, you can hear him say, "Where's my damn hat?"
Did
Are
the
you kidding me?
did the job require us to bring him back alive?
Slag, we're back to you.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
unfortunate that I'm building a psychic for a friend. Otherwise, I would not have known.
Where's the bottle?
It's right by Solomon. You can grab it as one of your actions.
All right, move, grab it, and then.
You get a
Yes.
+2 circumstance bonus to this.
Okay, +2 circumstance, even though I'm feeding it normally.
You get aren't you proficient in the bombs?
Oh, am I? Okay, I because I'm like right in front of him, so.
Yeah,
You
so
are
you would
proficient in
definitely have a better
bomb.
chance of throwing it because you would get your all of your regular bonuses and a +2 circumstance bonus.
Okay, so bombs away.
Hey! So, he opens his mouth as if he is going to send another one of his lashing tongue attacks out for Solomon, finish the job, if you will. Opens his mouth, and just as he's about to tongue lash Solomon, you hurl the potion at him. He does the big wide-eye thing. It goes straight down his throat. You actually hear that.
And
Oh, thank God.
Well, at least I
Safi,
thought-
are you
Looks
injured,
around all
Safi?
confused.
I'm not injured.
Okay.
I
So
grab
like
the
a-
chameleon and start shaking him around violently.
It's like,
Open this damn door! Hey, you
it starts
open
whipping
this
its tongue out at you a few times, Tasha.
Fucking thing.
I heard
Safi-
you lost the hat.
The door opens.
Oh crap.
Where the hell did you put the hat?
And I got my hat right here. What are you talking about? See, I told you had it under control. It's all fine. And you did it without hurting Slick. Well done. Good job. Good job. Here, you can have all of these. I'm not going to need them anymore. Consider it a thank you for getting my pet without damaging him. And he hands you a box full of shit, Safi.
You're gonna need
Oh
to
my
lay off the
God.
alcohol, sir, because I feel like you're gonna be drinking all day, all night.
I haven't had a drink in 3 or
Safi?
4 hours. Give me a break.
I don't
Safi,
believe.
I don't
quit
believe
making
you.
quit making excuses for the man. He doesn't need any chemicals to be an asshole.
I don't care. He's an alcoholic and he's a chemist. That's what I hate the most.
I'm gonna walk up to him and throw the lizard at his chest.
He grabs it and says, "Good job, Slick." Puts it on his shoulder. It blends in and gives Tasha the stink eye.
We need to leave.
Yeah, let's get the hell out of here.
All
Slide,
right,
you
yeah,
take
yeah,
this
let's go,
box,
let's
Focus.
go.
10 minutes. 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
And then
The whole point of this plan was to cross the bridge as the market is setting up.
I mean, 10 minutes is 10 minutes. I mean, we got time for 10 minutes. As I'm like pocketing like potions from the table.
In the meantime, you can go through the stuff that Safi has been given by Gattleby. Inside of that box, there are a lot of stuff. He's rather grateful, and although he's not really showing it, he does show it by giving you all of this stuff. Inside of the box that he is unceremoniously foisted upon Safi is 3. Everybody, somebody ready to write this down? Especially maybe Slag, because a lot of it's going to be relevant for him.
Oh my god. Sure. All right.
Okay, so we have 3 lesser Tanglefoot bags,
Those are really good.
2 moderate Thunderstones, 5 lesser Antidotes, a moderate Cognitive Mutagen,
Oh damn, those are the Tanglefoot and the Thunderstones are really good.
and 2 minor Elixirs of Life.
Ooh.
By the way, the Thunderstone that I got from outside, is that a lesser or a moderate?
Lesser.
Okay. I don't need the Tanglefoot bags. I can make those already. If anyone wants those.
I would love to grab one.
What the
Okay.
hell is the Tanglefoot bag do?
Basically, you throw it and it's like a snare.
Oh.
It just tangles their feet. Tanglefoot.
Nah, I'm
It's
good.
like a bola, basically.
I'll pass on the bola.
I'll take one. Was it a lesser you said?
Lesser, yeah. What's a cognitive mutagen?
What about the Thunder stones? You want those? They're kind of like Tanglefoot, but they deafen, I think.
The problem
really
is
need
a lot
them.
of my spells are require them to hear, so like it wouldn't work really for me.
Speaking of which, I'm gonna give who fights in melee. I'm gonna give you Tasha. I think you have melee weapons, right?
I'm usually in melee, yeah.
I'm gonna give you the 2 talismans that I made this morning, the potency talismans. So you can just drag it from the compendium. They're one-time use, so I'll delete them from my sheet. You just attach them to your weapon, and when it's time, if you want to use it, you just activate it. It doesn't take an action.
What's Tasha's main weapon? The
Gauntlet?
Slag just looks at you. Pull out the gauntlet.
Do we have time for this?
It's really quick. It won't take too much time.
I mean, Solomon wants a few minutes to do something anyway.
She'll hold out her hand.
I like aggressively grab the blade and start what's it called? Slicking it with poison.
Alright. What's this supposed to do? Boil their innards?
In a way.
You know that blade is what he cuts his meat with, right?
Yeah.
I could just give him my dagger. It's not a big deal.
Also, do you need a potion? Like we got 2 minor elixirs of life in here from the box.
Tasha needs healing.
Yeah, I could probably use a
I could-
swig.
Yeah, I think just in case I would probably take one of the lesser antidotes, only because I don't want to go and see what my moderate curse just to get that. But
Because we have 2 minor like permanent ones. And I'm saying permanent because the ones that I make are temporary. They only last a day.
yeah,
So I have 2 minor temporary ones. If you want to use those today and just hold on to these, or
That's fine too.
I mean, the only problem is there's gonna be days I switch back and forth between positive and negative healing, so it's not gonna really like help me too much.
And Tasha, I know you're
Oh,
concerned
elixirs?
on in-game time. All of this is taking place during the 10 minutes that Solomon asked for.
Elixirs, I don't think have the positive healing trait
Let me double check that because
because they're alchemical.
Yeah. They're not magical.
for the sake of healing, are you considered undead in that form, or just is it
No.
literally just positive undead? Okay.
I just gain negative healing as if I'm undead, but I am not technically undead.
Okay.
And the medicine skill doesn't have the positive trait, so we could heal you that way
Yeah.
too.
Also, cognitive mutagen is just basically brain stuff.
Yeah, what is that? The cognitive mutagen.
Basically, you gain item bonus to Arcana, Crafting, Lore, Occultism, or Society checks, and all checks to recall knowledge.
Nice.
Since it's moderate, I think it's +2 for 10 minutes.
Yeah, the drawback is you take a -2 penalty to
Oh,
weapon and unarmed rolls are athletic checks,
Mhm.
acrobatic checks. And you can carry 2 less bulk than normal before.
So
Interesting.
basically, yeah, since it's mutagen, is always a drawback, everything like that. Since it's mutagen, I always assume that there is like a physical feature that changes. So you just basically just get lengthier and big brain in a sense.
Right, your brain balloons out to like a third bigger.
You become
Mhm.
MODOK.
It's just one
By the
head
way-
though.
Oh my
Tasha-
god.
Tasha still has not washed.
Oh no! Oh,
Oh.
God! Okay.
Oh,
Tasha, it has certainly been more than a minute, so you can go ahead and make a fort save. You do succeed. For now.
God
I
damn
think-
it! Wash
I
Emmerich.
think Gallopy would point out, like, there's a bathtub over there.
I'm working.
He seems thoroughly unbothered by the smell.
Anyway, should we all just go? At this point, we gotta go.
Right. So the reason I came over here was I want to look out the window and see, is it daybreak yet?
Yes. Just getting there.
All right. So, I'd also like to ask, is it possible to spend one of these preparation points to say that we got a wagon, just like a market cart ready?
Yeah. For something that big, I would say it would take 2 of your points.
Okay. I don't mean like a whole buggy, but maybe just like a, what would you call it?
Like a push
like
cart?
a two-wheeled cart, like
Like one of those
little-
bring out your dead carts?
Yeah.
Yeah, like a glorified wheelbarrow, a large wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that 2 points?
If you want to do that, then just 1 point.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna wash this shit off, and then we're leaving.
Stupid friend.
We got potions if you want to heal up.
I'm all good for now.
I'll take one from Slag. Is this one of your temporary ones?
Yeah, that's my vomit potion.
It's a D6.
I think so.
Did you call it your
Uh,
vomit potion?
That's how
That's
I
literally
make
what
them.
it is.
That's how I make
Come
them.
out.
Oh god.
Because it tells you have to make like a reagent so people to use like pieces of your hair or whatever. I just chose vomit.
Well, that tastes awful, and I don't feel any better. Let's go.
Yeah, let's get the hell out of here.
All right. Everybody's washed all that gunk off of them by now, right?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay, everybody. So, making your way through town, things are pretty quiet. There's not a whole lot of people out until you turn a corner down one of the main thoroughfares. First of all, before we do this, how are we transporting Gattleby? He would just kind of have like a book out and absentmindedly be flipping through it, walking around with you all unless you tell him otherwise.
I would like him to be in the cart with a tarp over him.
Are we giving him the hat of disguise?
Yeah, I would give him my hat of disguise.
Okay.
Okay, so he has a hat of disguise. You have asked him to sit inside of the cart with a tarp over him. He would grumble, not getting in there. There's no light to read by.
Fine, I'll go in there. I can pretend to be dead anyway.
There are people who are gonna shoot at you.
People are going,
You
what
better
now?
make-
He says as
Yeah,
he
the-
absentmindedly looks up from his book.
Yeah, Shield, the deputy herself is gonna try and shoot you now.
No one wants to shoot me. That's crazy talk. Starts flipping through his book again.
Alright, get him to shut up. I'll go in the wheelbarrow and pretend to be dead.
What? That wasn't the. We can't just walk through the city with him.
Okay, then fine. Let's restrain him and then put him in the wheelbarrow. How about
Restrain
that?
my ass!
I like that idea.
Here, let's go. I'll take out my rope. I'll take out my rope.
Nobody's
Here,
restraining me. Just give me some damn light to read by. I'll get in your goddamn wheelbarrow.
Then get your own book and read.
I'm poking holes in the fucking tarp.
What the hell? Slag, get out of the tarp. Stop poking holes.
Ingenuitive. I like it. I like it. He gets in there and just sits down crisscross applesauce with his book out.
I hate this.
Okay, put the
I
tarp over
hate this
here.
guy.
just stay away from the hole so they don't see through you.
Understood.
How are there like 3 holes in the sand over here, Slag?
Just leave it alone, right? Let the guy do his thing. If we work with him, it'll be less of an issue.
Alright,
Smart
whatever.
man. He calls out from
Let's go.
under the tarp.
Oh my god, good. I'm throwing the tarp back over him. You know what? Let's just go.
So, as you all make your way through town, it's rather uneventful until you turn onto one of the main thoroughfares and find it absolutely jam-packed, crowded with people. So wall to wall, the street is packed with people. All of the side passageways have them, and you can see that a showdown is taking place in the street. One of those "we meet it now" type of situations. 2 talented gunslingers stare at each other from across the road, both with hands ready to draw and fire on the other. Bystanders kind of take cover while crowding around, kind of leaning away. You would not be able to pass through without drawing an enormous amount of attention to yourself. What do y'all do?
Do I see my drug addicts anywhere?
What's that?
Do I see my drug addicts anywhere that I told to meet me here?
We're not at the bridge yet, but
Oh, we're not there yet?
you're not-
this is not there
this is
yet.
before the bridge.
Oh.
This is
we
well
should
before the
we
bridge.
should just wait for this duel to finish.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, we have to get to the bridge as they're setting up. It's dawn now. I have
Alright,
an
let's
idea.
go.
I'd like to use an additional preparation point.
Okay.
To say I have done something. I've
Okay.
converted 5 of my gold pieces into 50 silver pieces.
Okay.
And I'll take these 50 silver pieces and in a loose sack that will not stay together, I will throw them in between the 2 gentlemen
yes.
so
Fantastic.
that the silver scatters all over the place.
They are staring at each other, and you can tell, Tasha, you can tell that they are just going to stare at each other for minutes and minutes. They are just like staring each other down. They're doing the thing where like the camera focuses and then refocuses just a little bit closer on their face and then a little bit closer. That's going to go on for like 5 minutes of just back and forth of them just doing that. Tasha's like, we don't got time for this, and just hurls a bag of silver up into the air, into the middle of this whole crowd. And as it hits, they both look down at it. All of the people surrounding kind of look back and forth to one another. And then a melee breaks out as like 24 people all splash into the middle of the street, fighting over the coins.
Let's go.
The classic Assassin's Creed. You can do that. That's crazy.
Fantastic, fantastic. Okay. So, nice. You can see the 2 guys still staring at across from each other. Even though there's like a dozen people in between them, the camera keeps getting closer to their eyeballs until it's like zoomed all the way in on somebody's eye. That continues as you all leave. And...
I can't believe they still make movies like those.
All right. So, you all make it to the bridge. Although, you have been held up a bit. So most of the setup is well underway. They are still in the process of setting up. However, there are carts and people and things just going on all over the place. The market stalls lining the road, local farmers and crafters setting up to sell their wares, push carts going back and forth between everything. Yeah, you can tell it's gonna take some doing to get across.
I'm just gonna get down close to the tarp in a way that doesn't seem extremely conspicuous. I just want to say, don't you fucking move.
He looks up towards you. Don't you fucking tell me what to do.
Let's go.
He doesn't move. He just goes back to reading his book.
Just
Okay, so
casual.
We will need a check to appropriately navigate this obstacle. We can do acrobatics or athletics to shove your way past people, deception or society to convince them that you are individuals worthy of stepping aside for, or intimidation to convince them that it's in their best interest to do so.
I have a +8 in diplomacy, deception, and intimidation. But it's up to you guys.
Yeah, and I can guidance you for a +1.
I will be the one pulling the cart and use potentially whatever stealth techniques I have to just go by as unnoticed as possible in this situation.
I'm gonna take the guidance from Solomon and then do a deception check to pretend that this is just wares that we have in a wheelbarrow to get across the bridge.
Okay, so convincing him that you have valuable wares that need to get across the bridge as quickly as possible. A 17. Yeah. Do we have circumstance bonuses happening here?
18.
18. That is good. See. Okay. 18 is acceptable to get you across the bridge. Now, as you all are heading across the bridge, there's one last check that I need from all of you. We are going to do a stealth check from, let's see, who's not wearing a hat of disguise, for one?
None of us. We only had one, I think, which we gave.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he has
So, correct me if I'm wrong, but do we still do group checks in Pathfinder?
Yes.
Okay, let's go ahead and get a group stealth check then.
If I spend a prep point to pretend that I have the professor's outfit on, would that change anything?
I will say that you will have a +1 circumstance to everybody's check for every preparation point that you spend.
I'll do, because I have 3, I'll do 3 prep points.
So that is a global +3 to everybody.
So stealth, you said?
Yep.
27.
Okay.
21.
Global DC is 20. I think you all are okay. I'm checking right now. So we are at 15 from Tasha. You're at 27 from Safi. We are at 21 from Slag. And we are at 12 from Barnaby. Divided by 4. Oh. Okay. So.
I have a hero point if you want to use it. If we...
We are at 18.75 with a DC of 20.
Base, do you want to use Slag's hero point?
If possible, I don't know that I'll still succeed, but we can give it a shot.
Just need to pull that average up.
Go for it.
Hey.
All right. Hey for hero
So that
points.
divided by 4 is a 21.25. So you all successfully make it across the bridge. And as you do, you're rolling across the bridge, and what do you all do once you get to the other side?
Well, I guess we have to head south to the Iron Quarter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we have to get
yeah.
to the
But that's west, I
I
guess.
mean, he doesn't know where we're going.
Right? So as soon as you guys get across the bridge, you hear somebody from behind you, from a ways behind you, shout, "Hey!
Keep
Hey!
going.
Yeah.
keep going.
You hear someone yell, "Blow it! They're getting away!" From behind you, the bridge explodes.
Oh,
What?
Nike.
As you turn, all of you, Gad will be throwing the tarp off himself to look around and see what the fuck just blew up. You see about a dozen individuals wearing mismatched armor and mechanics and all kinds of things like that. Each of them carrying guns and each of them with black stained lips as if they've been chewing on gunpowder.
Oh
Say,
fuck.
"They're getting away!" And they
Run.
begin chasing after you all.
Bro, I am running.
Yep.
And we're going to pick up right here
Right.
next week.
Nice. That was fun.